Hey boat friends, I know not a lot of you will catch us live right now, so you'll probably see this a little later. I just wanted to give you a little change up compared to Duluth and Superior, Wisconsin, which I do about 98% of the time. But when I do travel and I'm able to show you some ships, some boats in a new and interesting place, I'm going to do that. I'm in Washington, D.C. right now. It's about 46 degrees. Right there you have the Washington Monument, and you have the Arlington Memorial Bridge. That's the first one that you see right there where the vehicles are going back and forth. And to the left of the Washington Monument you have, that's a Lincoln Memorial. So the Lincoln Memorial will be right over in this direction. Constitution Avenue, it runs in that direction going from there, Washington Monument up. The U.S. Capitol is in this direction straight ahead. But I wanted you to take a look at some of these ships, some of these boats. This is called the Washington Channel that I'm on right now. The Potomac River, which is right behind the golf course over here. The Potomac River is right on the other side of that golf course, which goes out onto a point. Something else that's really interesting, the actual Titanic Memorial is right down here. Let me see if I can zoom in and show it to you. See if I can get that. There's a statue down there. Okay, so if you see the street sign right there in the middle of the screen, there's a street sign in the middle of the screen. To the left of that, there's a green statue. I don't have my gimbal, so I'm sorry that it's a little shaky. But right there is where the actual Titanic Memorial is. So if you look up Titanic Memorial, Washington, D.C., that's where it's at right there. So again, sorry it's a little shaky. I don't have my gimbal with. But I wanted to show you a beautiful spot. Washington, D.C. A lot of people don't think about Washington, D.C. as a spot where you can see some ships, some boats. There's a beautiful marina that's right here. I want to give you a shot at some of these different watercraft that's out here. Did see some yachts actually going by. There's a beautiful yacht that's docked right here. Take a look at that. Hey, Chuck. That's what you call a beautiful vessel right there. But I know you all know that I love the Great Lakes, freighters, all of the ships, the real deal Lakers. But I love ships and boats in general. Just being on water is something that is just so wonderful. So I wanted to share it with you as well. Something a little different. I mean, obviously I'll be in Duluth almost exclusively with these videos, but when I do travel, I wanted to take you with me and let you know what I'm doing. I finished a meeting earlier today. It went excellent. I felt very loose. I got good sleep last night, so the meeting went absolutely perfect. I was well prepared, so everything went very smooth. And now, before I get out to the airport, ventured out to take a look at this area because I knew that there'd be some ships and boats over here. If I go further up into Baltimore, that's where we would really see some of those container ships, the cargo ships. They come into that. But again, this is the Washington Channel, right off the Potomac River here in Washington, D.C. And a little something different. 46 degrees. Obviously, I don't have to really talk to you about the wind chill. It's a beautiful spot. Let me go really slow here. I'll pan over and show you some of these boats. Some of them look to be covered up for probably the season, or some of the individuals aren't here at the time. But this is a really nice marina that they have here. And this is the nation's capital, so it's a beautiful spot. Traffic really wasn't too bad today. And again, I would really suggest that you look up the Titanic Memorial, Washington, D.C., and you'll see what I'm talking about. Right in the center of the screen there. I know you can't make it out too well, but that's exactly where it's at. Let me see if I can pull it out and point to where it's at. It'd be right there, right in front of that black thing that's sticking out of the water. If you look right above it, there's a statue to the left of that street sign, and that's the memorial. So I don't know if many people knew that the Titanic Memorial is right there. But a beautiful day in our nation's capital. Wanted to give you a little contrast and check out a little something different. So I know the shipping season is going to be done pretty soon here. in Duluth. Hope to capture some of those final vessels, but had a successful meeting today, so I wanted to take you down here to the water, show you a couple boats. There's a guy right here that I've been waiting for him to kind of go out. I think he's just fueling up right now. He was just taking his time. But here you go. How often do you think of Washington, D.C. and boats and ships? So anywhere I go, I always try to do a little bit of research and try to determine if there's any ships. You can take a look at the water here. It's a little tint of green in it. Give you one last look at the beautiful Washington Monument. And like I said, Constitution Avenue. It runs just from left to right from there, and Washington Memorial is just to the left. So here you go. Washington, D.C., boats and ships. We get to see it together. So hopefully you're having a wonderful Tuesday and a wonderful week ahead. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of relaxation. And I'll be out very soon in Duluth to check out some of the ships that are going to be going into winter layup. And as always, boat friends, it's wonderful interacting with all of you and having a good time talking about ships and the passion that we all have. So have a great rest of the day. Just wanted to check in with you and show you something a little different. And I'll be back showing you the vessels in Duluth very soon. Have a good one.